It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Another delicious recipe brought to you by Selati Sugar. Always good, always sweet.
A feel-good morning when I'm in the kitchen, which means we are making delicious food. In fact, today we are making a biscotti that's filled with pistachio and cherries and chocolate. And it just sounds more amazing because it comes out of a cookbook of a renowned chef that makes beautiful desserts. Sarah Dall, welcome to our studio.
Thank you.
I love the book. We're going to cook out of it today. I see some caster snow on the table as well. So how do we get started?
Well, firstly, I'm going to mix my dry ingredients together.
Okay.
So we have some baking powder.
That's really easy, and there's some flour in here.
And some salt, and you can add the cocoa.
Definitely, because I love chocolate, and I've
It
already
wouldn't be chocolate without this.
No. I've looked at your biscotti roll already, and I want to see how we got there.
Okay, so now I'm going to make
rest?
a little well in the center.
Yeah.
And you're going to add the orange zest and the vanilla.
So orange zest. I'm going to take your
You can
spoon
stir
a
it,
little
and I'm
bit.
going to crack an egg.
And this is the vanilla. Oh, it smells good. There we go. And how many eggs do you get in there?
2 eggs.
All right.
Okay.
Seems fairly easy to make, right?
So easy.
Do I
So
stir
mix that, and then we're going to add our cherries and our pistachios.
Okay, so cherries go in here. When do we add the sugars, huh? Caster snow in there. When does that go?
Do that now.
Okay. So Selati caster snow, and we mix it up. Is this the only wet ingredient that goes into it?
Yes.
Will it actually mix?
Yeah.
You see, I get so panicky in the kitchen. I would add water and all kinds of things. What if it's too sticky?
No, so it won't be too sticky.
Okay, you show me
Okay,
how.
so what we're going to do?
Ah, see, you get your hands
Get
dirty.
your hands dirty.
Ah, you see, I knew there was a
Yeah.
catch. All
So
the
we're gonna-
diamonds in there.
We're going to mix this nicely together.
You were right, look at that.
To
Yeah, but
form
the
a
cherry,
paste.
what kind of cherries did you use?
We just used fresh cherries that have been, we had the stones removed and just cut in half.
Right.
And so this just forms into a nice sort of dough.
I'm glad I asked, because it does make it a lot more moist, doesn't it?
It does, but I actually think that all that means is that you have to just dry it for a little bit longer.
Okay.
It's not going to really affect the recipe.
Not at all,
So now
okay.
what I'm going to do
Sure, it smells good. Yeah.
is just clean my hands a bit. It's very sticky.
Right.
And now maybe you want to dust your hands with a little bit of
No
flour.
problem.
No?
What
Or should
will
I
I
do
do?
it?
Yeah.
Put some on my hands.
Sure, what will I do next?
Okay, now I'm going to divide this into 2.
Okay, why do you divide it into 2?
So we can make 2 biscotti rolls.
So you're going to roll it on the pan and put it in the oven
Yeah,
first?
my hands are so sticky.
No,
I'm gonna
no
have
problem.
to wash them.
So, I mean, I've already got one here that's pre-rolled, but what would you do? You would separate them and put some on a baking tray?
Yes.
Is that caster snow or is it
No,
it
that's
flour?
just flour, and we've just dusted it. So I'm just going to put these on here.
Right.
And then you've got clean hands, so if you just want to, do you want to just roll that in the
no
flour?
problem. So I roll it in the flour while it's on the baking tray?
that's perfect, just like that.
Okay, so just
And then-
once?
Yeah,
Literally.
and then just the next one.
Okay, so we're going to move that one there.
Yeah.
And we're going to do another one. You can make this at
I'm
home.
gonna have to wash my
Our
hands.
keyword for this morning is Selati. Selati to 33728. And you can make your own biscotti roll. I mean, this is delicious because it's made with fresh cherries. And it looks really delicious already. I mean, I could eat this dough raw the way it is.
You've got to taste the dough.
You see, you've got to taste the dough. So I'm doing that right now. Tell me, how long do you put this in the oven for?
So now that goes in the oven at 180 for 30 minutes till it's baked and firm. And then what we do is we cool it on a cooling rack
Right.
till completely cooled. And then we slice it into thin slices.
I have to press this. Is it still soft when it comes out
Yeah,
of
it's
the oven?
very soft.
It feels almost clayey. It feels
Yeah.
almost... Okay.
But I mean, it's firm enough that it holds its shape. And
Yeah.
you can, I mean,
Yeah.
I think, you know, you could probably still enjoy
You
this
could still
as is.
enjoy that, yeah. It's almost
So
like
now-
making rusks, yeah?
It is. It's the same process. It's a dry biscuit, basically.
So you cut
So
that
just cut this
out.
into slices.
Sure, they look pretty. Look at this. So it's like a little picture. Huh? It's like a little... It's got like all your favorite stuff in there, the cherries that we used and also the nuts.
But I like to add pistachios because it just gives such a beautiful color.
It is a beautiful
but
colour.
you can put in hazelnuts or pecans if you don't like, or you don't even have to put in nuts.
But it's also my favorite nut, pistachio ice cream. Oh, I can
so
just...
nice.
Yeah, but see, I like most things, Sarah. There's a bit of a problem here. How long do you put this in the oven for?
So this will go in the oven for 2 to 4 hours.
Okay.
Until completely dry.
Is it a slow oven?
140 degrees.
Okay.
So
So you basically dry them?
Yeah, once you've taken those out of the oven, I just turn my oven down to 140 because it was on 180.
Okay.
So it's already pre-warmed, and then just put it in there, and they take about 2 to 4
Well, while we
hours.
put these ones in the oven, our keyword for this morning, Selati to 33728, but this is how we got to this point.
Dust baking tray generously with flour. Mix together the flour, cocoa powder, caster snow, baking powder, and salt. Make a well in the center and mix in the eggs, vanilla seeds, and orange zest. Add the nuts and the cherries, and using your hands, knead together to form a soft biscuit dough. Roll the dough into a log. Place onto prepared baking tray and bake for 30 minutes. Allow to cool on a cooling rack. Slice the biscotti into your desired thickness. Place flat on a baking tray and bake for 2 to 4 hours. For the full recipe, visit the Exrpresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to expressoshow.com. SMS the keyword Selati to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone. Click on the link provided to view the recipe on our Mobi site. SMSs cost R1.50. No free SMSs and T's and C's apply.
Our keyword is Selati, Selati to 33728, and you can recreate this beautiful recipe at home. Some cherries, some pistachios, and some chocolate, and you make it into a biscotti. Really, really easy. Don't forget your Selati sugar as well to make that caster snow taste even better. This is a great recipe.
It's fantastic.
I'm gonna eat the raw dough. It's really good. It's really, really good. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Pleasure.
You must come back and with your book as well. What's it called? For the love of baking. Of course, that's what it is. For the love of baking. Well, we have a love for most things on the show, especially for free stuff, guys. What can we win?